Good morning to another cycling adventures. Today I raced the ZHR Up and Down Race under the Class D, 0.0 to 2.5 watts per kilogram. This is my first race for 2018. I believe this will be my last race for 2018. Haven't been doing too well, just trying to get my fitness level back up. Wanted to see where I'm at right now. A couple days ago I did do a training ride that was pretty hard, so I don't know how my legs feel today. Now the race just started here. I believe we only have 3 people in my class in Class D. As you can see, the Class A guys are marked in red on your right hand side under the group riders nearby. Those folks already just took off and they're right up ahead. They have a lot higher power. They're classified as the pros. Alright, let's go ahead and jump ahead here. We're at 2 minutes and 33 seconds into the race. The map here shows that this is the Watopia map. It's about 20.1 miles is the total course of this race. I'm right here drafting behind Bacon. He's a Class C rider from England. I believe there's one more individual behind me. Right now he's at 0.0 watts per kilogram. I'm not sure if he's gonna drop. But yeah, I'm just gonna stay on this guy's wheel, try to keep my heart rate relatively low. It's at 160. That's pretty high for me at this wattage at 160 watts. Let's jump into 9 minutes and 30 seconds into this race. Currently 4 meters behind Bacon. We are about to start the climb. We're currently at 4% grade. We just jumped up to 5% grade and increasing. I believe this went up to 15% at its steepest. So I'm just gonna stay on his tail here and draft a little bit to conserve some more energy. Right now my watts per kilogram has jumped up from my 2.5 where I'm supposed to be for a Class D. Now I'm currently at 3.0 and passed up Bacon to go ahead and take my turn and have him draft on me for a little bit so that we can share the work and see if we can catch up to the rest of the group. We jumped into 11 minutes onto this ride and we see Bacon here. I'm still pulling, providing some assistance, but once we get on this bridge, he's making a pass to my right, and I'm gonna try and stay on his wheel. Look like he's bringing up his wattage. He's currently at 2.6, 2.8 watts per kilogram, and we're approaching our next climb. We're currently at 3% grade. We jump forward to 14 minutes into the race. Bacon is making a bigger gap between him and I. I'm unable to stay in the same power as he can. Since we're climbing at 9% grade, I think I'm getting pretty tired here. I'm stuck at 2.7, 2.8 watts per kilogram. I'm trying to stay on his wheel, but I can't, and he's making that gap larger and larger. This 9% grade climb is really taking a toll on my legs. You can see my RPM's only at 79 cadence. My heart rate jumped up to 177. Now when he makes this left turn up this hill, it increases the grade percent again, and I'm trying to close that gap, but I can't. He's at 3.1 watts per kilogram. I'm currently at 2.6 watts per kilogram, and he's climbing. He's just getting smaller and smaller. I'm unable to stay on his wheel or even close that gap, and soon he'll just disappear. This is what's called being dropped. 8% grade right now. Let's jump into 23 minutes into this ride. We're climbing on the steepest part of the course. It reaches up to 14%. As you can see, my miles per hour only at 3 miles per hour. My cadence is at 89. I'm trying to spin up at my highest gear that I have, and my heart rate at 164. My watts just hovering around 149, 150. I'm just gonna chill. I believe I am in front of all the C group, or all in front of the D group. I think I'm the only D person racing this race, as the other 2 may have dropped. As you can see there on your right hand side, we have total 4 C riders on there, 1 B rider and 2 A riders. You can see the A riders have a pretty big gap on me. They're 4 minutes ahead of me. I do have a gap ahead of 1 C rider, last name of Power. I have 15 seconds ahead of him. Alright, we jumped to 28 minutes into the race. Powers has closed that gap. He's just 3 seconds behind me. I'm gonna try and stay ahead of him. I don't really care if my watts per kilogram surpasses the Class D, as long as I beat this guy Power to the finish line. And you can barely see him there in the background right behind me. He's working to catch up to me. And we fast forward over to 47 minutes into the race. I kept Powers away from me. He's currently 14 seconds behind me. Still holding a 2.8 watts per kilogram, and we're almost at the very top of this climb, the highest peak of the whole course. Right now I've accumulated 1,878 feet of climbing and just 7.5 miles distance. The next part is pretty much a rest part for me. It's a total 7-mile descent downhill, so it's gonna be pretty fun, going really fast. I think I topped out at 50 plus miles per hour. Let's jump to 0.7 miles left of the race. We're currently at 1 hour and 16 minutes into the race at 19.4 mile distance. Right now I'm heading towards the end. Powers is about 2 minutes back behind me. Looks like he's given up. He's at 2.5 watts per kilogram, and the C class people are a lot higher than that. And I think I'm gonna take the win here ahead of Powers and also my own class. Again, I'm in Class D. The rest of the Class D racers quit, so I'm the only one, so that makes me automatically first place. I don't care, I'm pretty beat up, taking first place. I didn't quit. Here's a screenshot of Z-Power website where they show all the people who competed and finished the race. You can see I took first place. There's a trophy next to my name on the very bottom, Class D. The 3 C riders, first, second, and third. Solo B class rider took first, obviously, since the only one. And 2 A riders, you can see their watts per kilogram. They averaged out at 4.8 and 4.2. Very strong riders. But this is my race. I'm glad I'm done. I feel like crap. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.